Russia-Ukraine. Ceasefire. Is real peace finally possible? Breaking down the latest talks and what it means for the world. For 3 long years, the world has watched as the Russia-Ukraine war reshaped borders, lives, and the very fabric of international relations. But this week, whispers of peace, real or imagined, have begun to echo across the globe. Why now? What's changed? And is there truly hope for an end to one of the most devastating conflicts of our time? Is peace finally on the horizon? Let's rewind. In early May 2025, Russian President Vladimir Putin stunned the world by ordering a surprise 3-day ceasefire, set for May 8th to May 10th. The Kremlin called it a humanitarian gesture, a step toward direct negotiations, something Ukraine has long demanded. But as history has shown, ceasefires in this war have often been short-lived and fraught with mistrust. This ceasefire was different. Not just a brief pause, but a longer truce announced with advance notice. The Kremlin hoped Ukraine would reciprocate, signaling a willingness to talk. But Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy remained firm. Show us a real ceasefire first, then we'll negotiate. The world watched, holding its breath. Behind closed doors, the Istanbul gambit. Then, on May 11th, Putin made an unexpected move. He invited Ukraine to direct talks in Istanbul, Turkey, on May 15th. No preconditions, just serious negotiations. The offer came just hours after Ukraine and 4 major European powers, France, Germany, the UK, and Poland, demanded a 30-day unconditional ceasefire, threatening Russia with new sanctions if it refused. Putin's invitation referenced the failed Istanbul talks of March 2022, where neutral status for Ukraine was discussed, but not the fate of occupied territories. This time, Putin promised to eliminate the root causes of the conflict, not just pause the fighting, but Kyiv and its allies remained skeptical. The human cost, voices from the war zone. While leaders bargain, millions of Ukrainians endure displacement, loss, and fear. Families torn apart, cities in ruins, and futures uncertain. For them, every ceasefire, even a short one, brings a glimmer of hope. But as long as peace remains elusive, the suffering continues. Meanwhile, the world's most powerful nations are watching closely. The US, under Donald Trump, has tried to mediate, claiming both sides are very close to a deal. European leaders, united in their support for Ukraine, are ready to impose even harsher sanctions on Russia if it refuses to halt hostilities. Will the ceasefire hold? The stakes for the world. The stakes couldn't be higher. A lasting peace could reshape global security, stabilize energy markets, and offer relief to millions. But if negotiations fail, the war could drag on, threatening not just Ukraine and Russia, but the entire international order. So, where do we stand today? The path to peace is littered with broken promises and deep mistrust. But for the first time in years, both sides are talking, and the world is watching. Will this be the end of the war?